Hi folks, welcome back to another weekly update. It's been a very productive week. We've managed to tick off a lot of small jobs. Yeah, loads of stuff really. Both me and Michelle have been steaming into stuff. Yeah, it's been good. It's been a good week. Yeah, just sort of rambling. Sorry, my knee has been absolutely killing me, so I'm probably a little bit high on codeine and ibuprofen at the minute, so I do apologise. Yeah, so the weather's not been brilliant this week. It's been fairly cold, so a lot of the stuff we've been doing is we've been trying to stay in the booth as much as we possibly can, because this is where the heat is. It's a lot easier to heat this up than it is out there. That's why I've sort of done it the way I did it. But I have been doing other stuff, so I'm going to stop rambling. Let me show you what we've sort of been doing. So one of the first jobs I done this week was I welded the bars onto the bottoms of the doors, so now we don't have a massive gap. I want sealing up obviously for when it's a spray booth, but they're only need tacking in. We've got the Mini over in the corner, and this is obviously out in a minute. I've gone through and I've now cleaned all the welds up on this side and then cut the hole, so they're both the same. Michelle's been doing a lot cleaning up, so all of the underside's been scraped with this. There's still a lot more to go. It's like getting in all the nooks and crannies. The whole back end still needs to be done, but yeah, it's a decent start on that. She's also done, ow, sorry, I literally cannot bend this knee. Yes, she's also cleaned all of the sound deadening off in there, hence why it's in here. So yeah, she's been doing a lot of scraping. Initially it was a punishment for her because she broke the light on that Nissan that I painted, but she actually quite likes it, so she's been out. See, look, this is
peg legs.
Yeah, peg legs she's calling me at the minute. So yeah, we were steaming into that. I went through, I had to get a load of clips and brackets and stuff off. Chap's coming down tomorrow with the key, so we can actually get this out of the way and clean all this up. Done a load of these, so there were just the holes. I've now gone through and cut all the slots, and then as you can see I've been sorting out all of the pots that are in my drawers. I'll go over there and show you all them. So yeah, I've been sorting all of these out. So initially I had to go through, they had a load of stickers on already. I had to take all the stickers off, and then I've just been sort of labeling them up. I'm a little bit annoyed because I actually run out of this tape. I've got to order some more for the weekend. But yeah, so I've labelled everything. The ones without labels haven't got anything in, but I've tried to organise it so then everything's can be found easy. So like M3s, M4s, M5s, M6, and then 8s, you know, and then these are all in line. So it's like all the washers, and then the larger sort of like repair washer style. So it doesn't really matter for you, you know, but I've made it so it's a nice organised thing. And then we go through to sort of more random, obsolete stuff. Some of this stuff I've left in the pots at the minute. One, like I said, I've run out of this tape. But two, these are the stainless ones. So what I want to do is the stainless, I'm going to do it in a different colour so it stands out a little bit more. And then what I'll do as well is, like over here, like some, like this is where like all like, the nuts and bolts were. Where is it? So now I'll just do like all my Jubilees, I'll label that up. Then the cutting discs I'll separate as well. There's like my cutting discs, like I've got used ones that get into smaller gaps, obviously the new ones. And then we've got my little cut off wheels as well. So I'm trying to go through and organise everything a bit better. So that was a bit of a tedious task. Took probably the best part of a day, to be fair, you know, trying to work out the best way to do it. You know, you start with what you've got and then you put it in and move it out, and you know, so that took a while. It was one of the jobs I was going to get Ellie to do, you know, because she would have loved sort of just messing around and playing, but she hasn't been down and she wasn't very well last time we sort of had her, so I just needed to get it done, so I just did it. Like I said, you know, we're working in the booth quite a lot. So let me show you what else we've been up to. So Michelle was making love with a scroll saw and she actually broke the uppy downy bit. I'm glad I wasn't a part of that because it sounds painful, but she succeeded in the end.
I didn't hear that bit at all.
You have to wait till I had it, wouldn't you? yeah, I'll walk away from that. So yeah, that's a decent bit of kit.
Aren't the best.
No, we bought some blades for
Real
it so
cheap
she can
blades.
finish off the thing, but it does its job. We've got to get some decent blades. And then I've been working on this. So finally cleared a space. And then we've started back on this. That's many layers of outer wheel arch that I cut out. This is the bottom of the sill that fell out, literally fell out. And then I've been sort of making sort of up here. So that's what I'm pretty much going to continue with today. So luckily I've got this one, and this side is actually really good. Hold on, I'm going to try and sit. Ouch. Yeah, so this side was good. I mean, it's obviously a bit of surface right there, but it's all cleaned up on the other side. So yeah, that's the shape I've got to make. It's a complicated shape. I am doing a proper video of this on how I'm doing it. But that's also quite thick. It's like 1.6 mil still. So, and then there's a lot of shape there and a lot of shape there. So I spent a good amount of time yesterday measuring that out, and I had to measure it as well because obviously I can't get in there to make a stencil, and obviously I didn't need it, so I didn't make anything from the other side. You know, everything had to be measured, get all the angles right and stuff like that. And I've made a buck. Hold on, it's going to take me a minute to get up. So this is the buck that I've made. Get off. Oh, give me a sec. Come on. Right, so yeah, I've made it as a 3-piece. Because like I said, this is really thick metal and it doesn't move. So I've made the wood buck, and then I've made this metal as well, so hopefully it shouldn't destroy the corners, because I've actually got to make 3. So I need to make 2 for that and then 1 for the other car. So I've doweled it, everything's been drilled on the pillar drill so everything's square, so then I can flip it over. So that's the clamp bit, that's the base bit, and I'll just turn it over. And then yeah, I've got to cut the metal. I'm not going to go into too much detail on this video because like I said, I'm doing a proper video on this. But yeah, that's my job for today. The other thing as well is this video is going to run over 2 days. Like I tried not to do that. I tried to do it as just an end of the week sort of round up, and then just what I'm doing for that day, as you know. But tomorrow is basically going to be moving a lot of stuff around, and yeah, people are going to be here that I can't really film. So yeah, I'm showing you what I'm doing today, and I will be recording tomorrow, and I will be sort of showing you what's gone on, but I can't film all day. So if I'd have just done tomorrow, it would have been like a 30-second video, and you'd have been like, what's the point of putting that up? So I think I'll show you what I'm doing today. Michelle, I don't know what Michelle's. I think Michelle's playing with the scroll saw again today. We're going to move that in a minute. Yeah, and I'm just going to carry on doing this, see how we get on. So it's actually the next day. Yesterday just was a bit weird. You know, I was trying to sort of work out the best way to do that panel, and then I was going to sort of film a little bit for you, and then my battery died and I forgot to bring my charger down. So let me show you where we was at yesterday. So this is pretty much where I got to. There's a lot of trial and error. I had to dig out the metal and cut a load of blanks. I knew there was going to be some practice with this, but I knew that I wouldn't be able to sort of use a normal hammer with that, so just messing around, tried to sort of use the stretcher, stretched it a little bit, and then a bit of heat, got in there, modified the air chisel. Don't ever do this, it's dangerous, but I sort of know what I'm doing. So yeah, I modified the air chisel with that little thing. Yeah, I was just sort of messing around with that, and this is where we got to. Quite happy with it. It seems to be quite nice in there. I have turned it over. I'm going to carry on playing. What I want to do is I'm going to make a little square one, probably today. Maybe we'll see how it goes. And then I reckon that's going to do it. The other thing I want to do is I want to make this a little bit smaller. Not a lot, just a little bit. I don't actually have to cut these down any less. I'll just move it inwards a little bit, because I mean the panel only comes to about there. So I want to leave myself plenty of offcut, so it doesn't sort of move. That's why I bolted it as well. Yeah, Michelle was playing with a scroll saw yesterday. We're looking for some decent blades, so anybody, hold on, let me turn the light on. Yeah, we're looking for some decent blades, so if anybody uses scroll saw, drop in the comments some decent makes of blades, because these ones that we picked up the other day are crap. They keep breaking. Even on this sort of thin, I think it's sort of popular or something, you know, just it's not even like a real complex pattern, but they keep breaking. We've tried the tension and there you go, they just sort of snap. So yeah, if anybody knows where to get some decent blades from, or decent make, sorry, let us know. Yeah, at the minute we're literally waiting for some people to turn up. The chap with the escort's going to turn up. He needs to bring the keys down because I need to take the filler neck off. You've got to take the filler cap off, so then take the filler neck off. The screws are inside, so he's got to drop the keys down. I think hopefully he's going to pick up some bits for it as well, the suspension and stuff. And then my old man's coming down, and then hopefully we're going to move some things around, but we'll see how it goes. I'll film as and when I can, but you know, this might end up being what I didn't want yesterday, you know, when I said I'm recording over 2 days because I can't record crap, but it'll be what it'll be. You'll get a video anyway. So we've got the Rover out and we took it off its stands. We had to push it into another garage. So it's the first time I've ever had the wheels off of this. Back brakes were a little bit binding, so we're just taking the drums off so it'll push easier. So crack up. We have a Beetle in the workshop. This is actually going to be Michelle's project. So the chap that owns this has started welding it before. He's a welder on the farm. You know, he does like construction welding and stuff like that. He gave it a go and sort of give up years ago just because I don't have time and space. But you know, this is what he's done, and he's not too worried about the finish, just as long as it's strong. So this is going to be for Michelle to learn the craft on. There's a lot of work to do on it. It's relatively solid. He's done the floor already. Just a couple of little bits of trim and stuff, then we've got to repair it and get it painted for him. Well, we managed to squeeze the monstrosity into the tiny little garage where the Beetle come out of. Unfortunately, we crashed it into the bloody post and fucked me bumper. So I'm not happy about that, but it's another thing for another day. At the minute, she's out of the way. So it's been a long old day, but we've now got the BMW round as well. It's been in the barn for a long time. So yeah, like I said, that's Michelle's project. I will be filming that, or Michelle will be filming it as she learns and learns bodywork and stuff like that. And then obviously there'll be a full project series on this one, as I always do. So now I need to finish that thing and get that out, so then everything has a space. So that's it for this weekly update. Yeah, it's been one of them where couldn't really record much because we're just moving stuff around and stuff like that, and then obviously yesterday just didn't really go to plan. So I apologise, it's not the greatest video, but you can see what we've been up to and what we're doing, and you can sort of see what's going to be happening next. So yeah, as always, please have a look in the description box below. Check out my friends' channels, go show them some love. Make sure you sub to their channels as well. If you have a look over here, click the bubble, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're informed of all the videos as and when I put them up. And then if you have a look over here, there should be 2 tabs of videos that I've previously done. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye.